And he is someone that started in tech sales making only $50,000 a year, but in a few short years, he grew that to a $300,000 a year salary working in tech sales. What's going on, y'all? It's your girl, Tech Job Tina, checking in. On today's episode, we're going to talk about one part of a series where we're going to talk about tech careers that you should seriously be considering for 2024. So career number one, we're going to start with tech sales. Why are we starting with tech sales? Those of you that follow my channel know that I work in tech sales. And let me tell you, tech sales is the easiest way to break into tech. The entry-level roles pay amazing. You can get into tech sales, into an entry-level role, and make anywhere between $65,000 to $75,000 in your very first year in an entry-level role. You know what else is very awesome about tech sales? It is one of the very few careers where you can actually go from making $65,000 to $75,000 in your first year to well over six figures in only a few short years in the game. Let me tell you someone that has done that. Trent Dressel. Trent Dressel is somebody that I used to follow well before I even started down the road of tech sales myself. And he is someone that started in tech sales making only $50,000 a year, but in a few short years, he grew that to a $300,000 a year salary working in tech sales. And you can do that too. So with no further ado, I'm going to introduce you to Trent Dressel with this short video talking about tech sales. Let's get into it.
So what is technology sales? So the actual dictionary definition, tech sales is the process of selling technology as software, hardware, or an IT service. I personally sold software. And the key terms that you need to know now, and we'll talk about many, many more terms in greater depth, sales development rep, SDR, and business development rep, BDR. Those are the two entry-level positions that you're looking at. So why sales development? Sales development and tech sales, it may not be right for you. And I hope you can realize that by the end of this training. And we do offer other courses in IT and engineering, digital marketing. So go check out the other careers if tech sales isn't for you. But no matter what career you are evaluating, you want to look at it through the lens of job demand, the money, and the career path. So beginning with the demand, there are many, many open tech sales positions. If you go to LinkedIn or Indeed and search sales development, business development rep, there are quite literally hundreds of thousands of open positions that you can go and apply to today. And there's jobs in every city. I personally moved from Columbus, Ohio, where I'm from, to Dallas, Texas to start my career. So you can decide if you want to completely uproot your life and move, or what I'm sure many of you want to do is you want to work fully remote. Tech sales is one of the few professions where you can work from the comfort of your home, work from home, and still make a lot of money. And there's plenty of open work from home positions. Future job growth. What's great about software sales is as companies digitize, they need employees to sell their products so that they can continue to grow. So there is infinite growth in this position, and there will continue to be more and more jobs because technology is the industry of today and of the future. The average starting pay is roughly $70,000. It's broken out into OTE, on target earnings. So depending on your situation, the company you get hired at, you'll make a fixed salary, which is your base pay, and then you'll make a variable pay commission based on your actual performance in the job. So you can have an on target earning of $50,000 like me and go on to make $77,000, which is what I actually did. And you'll see shortly in my W-2 income. A lot of folks are curious, well, hey, what about the benefits? Tech companies are incredibly progressive in their work culture. So not only do they cater lunches, do they have ping pong tables in the office, but they offer tremendous benefits, such as offering you equity in the company. This is what I had the opportunity to do. Join a private, fast-growing unicorn that eventually went public, and you get paid when the company goes public, and you get all these stock options and shares. So it can be incredibly lucrative. And of course, you get the paid sick time leave, 401k match, and all of the medical, dental, vision, health benefits you need to make sure you and your family are safe. So sales development reps have one of the best career paths out there because you control your destiny. You can see in 2018, as I started as a sales development rep level 1, and this is my actual tax return. Within 4 years, from 2018 to 2022, at age 26, I made $302,000. Keep in mind, I got a 19 on my ACT. I didn't have any connections in tech. I didn't know what software sales was early on. I wish I had a program like this. And this is why I'm partnering with Course Careers to produce this program to help folks like you who are in a position to completely transform your lives by starting as a sales development rep and quickly making more money and progressing your life forward. So the typical career path, as you can see, entry level, you start out as a sales development rep, and assuming you continue in the sales path, you'll become an account executive, then a senior account executive, and then you can either go to an enterprise account executive, which is the highest level, highest paying position, or you can decide to go to a path in sales leadership. Let's talk about each of those paths and income earning potential now. But what I want to feature is you do not need a degree to get started. I have a friend named Kyle who got hired at ZoomInfo without any college experience and went on to promote to a sales manager. And the reason why this is possible is because companies are paying for performance. It requires the same skill set to get a sales job as you will use in the sales job. So if you can sell yourself to get the job and then be successful selling in the role, you do not need some advanced degree or MBA in order to be successful. Many of the other high-paying professions like investment banking, like consulting, like financial services, you need MBAs, you need advanced degrees, you need all these connections. In tech sales, you just need to be really great at communicating, great at listening, understanding, adapting, and we're going to talk about some more of those skills. So as you think about the actual promotion path, you start as a sales development rep, and what's common at most tech companies is a 3 to 6 month progression timeline for you to promote from an SDR to an account executive. And that, of course, can vary based on the organization. The smaller the organization, the faster you'll be able to promote. The larger the organization, typically the more structured, the more training, and the longer it will take to promote. And when you eventually reach the holy grail of tech sales positions, enterprise account executive, you can see that the average pay is right around $250,000. At my previous company, reps typically made between $225,000 and $400,000 as enterprise account executive reps. And I knew a few that made over $1 million a year as an enterprise account executive. So if you get to that point and it takes about 8 to 10 years, once you start as an entry level rep, you're going to be making a ton of money. And as you think about how much more money you actually can make, if you decide to go into a leadership path and actually lead other sales reps and you become a high-ranking sales executive at a big company like LinkedIn, like Citrix, like Palo Alto Networks, it's not uncommon to be making millions of dollars a year because you're going to have a really big quota with a lot of reps reporting up to you, and you'll be getting a lot of stock options as well. And as you think about the big bucks, and if you're passionate for leadership, it's not uncommon for CEOs to actually advance up the corporate hierarchy from a path as a sales rep. Look up Bill McDermott after this. He started as a sales rep at Xerox. He's now the CEO of ServiceNow, and his net worth is over, I believe, $1 billion. Yeah, and he started as a sales rep. Go look him up. And also, if you eventually want to become an entrepreneur, starting as a sales rep is a great place to start. We can look at Mark Cuban, Larry Ellison, Mark Benioff, all multi-billionaires. They all started as sales reps because that skill will always be in demand in the future. And so long as you understand how to communicate properly, you can acquire customers. So whether you're selling for a company, you could also go sell for yourself as well if you want to eventually start a business. And I want to end video training one with talking about JD. JD has an incredible story, and I encourage you to go listen to it. He was going to community college, and he was given an assignment to write a paper talking about why are you at community college and what do you hope to get out of it? And he sat there scratching his head questioning, well, I actually don't want to be here. My guidance counselor, they told me I need to go to college or I'm not going to amount to anything in life. So he found himself in this class that he didn't actually want to be in, not learning any relevant skills that will actually help him make money. So during that paper assignment, he quite literally came across Course Careers and decided to drop out of community college because within 3 months of completing Course Careers, he was able to land a sales development position and not even need the degree from community college. And I cannot emphasize enough, it is possible for you to do the same. You just need to learn how to talk the talk and how to position yourself to be differentiated amongst all of the other candidates applying to the position. Make sure to click onto video training number 2. What is sales development? And I look forward to talking to you more about the day-to-day life of an SDR. See you.
Okay, so taking you to the Course Careers site. When you get on the site, you want to go to tech sales here. Let's click on learn more. I'll take you kind of through the curriculum of what you can expect to see. Trent Dressel kind of gave you a career overview, so there's no need for us to go through that. But let's look at the course right quick and take you through the curriculum. The curriculum is self-paced, online, so you pretty much just go into it and just attack it as you will, right? All right, so it's got 5 modules in the course. So in module 1, they start with the basics, right? Pretty much, making sure you understand terminology, understanding what an ICP is, buyer personas, all these sales terminologies that you'll need to understand. They're going to start with the basics, right? And so once you get through module 1, they'll get into sales skills. So they'll go into, what's cold call outreach, cold emails, LinkedIn outreach, your daily success habits, prospecting, right? They're starting to get into the meat and potatoes of what it takes to actually be good in this entry level role, right? And then you dig into module number 3. You start to talk more about the tech stacks that you can expect to see once you get started. Like, what's the CRM? What are sales engagement tools, sales data, all those tools that you can expect to see once you get into the role, right? So then when you dig into module 4, they talk about the sales process, the steps you need to research, the steps that happen in discovery, sales methodologies. They go into all of that, right? And then the last part is the very important part is interview prep. Once you finish the course, now it's time to start applying for jobs. So they actually have a module that talks about interview prep. It talks about what you need to do with your LinkedIn profile, what you need to do with your resume, your social media presence, how to get success in your interviews, and all that, all those types of things, right? So these are the 5 modules that they have. And the plus about this is after you graduate from the course, in their graduation portal, you're actually able to set up a dashboard that allows you to answer a few key questions, do an about you, upload your resume, and it gives you a really cool link that you can share with employers. It's just another way to set you apart from everyone else in their graduation portal. And the one thing I talk about a lot on my channel, Course Careers has an amazing community, very supportive. You can get access to free group coaching. You can get access to affordable one-on-one coaching. There's so much help out there to help you have success in this entry level role in tech sales. So I definitely encourage you to check it out. It is free to register. It is free to watch the first few entry courses that are on here and taught by Trent Dressel. And once again, this is the course that I took. I had great success with it, and it is actually one of the best decisions I could have made for my career. So that's all I got on this, man. So tune in for the next episode. We're going to talk about information technology, otherwise known as IT. I hope you found this episode helpful. All right, so that concludes the overview of technology sales. If this is something that you're seriously interested in getting into, the link to the course with a discount is in the description and in the comments. If this is not for you, don't worry, because the very next episode, we're going to get into another tech career that you should be considering for 2024, and that is information technology, also known as IT. Tune in for that next episode. Peace.